my parents were always very like into music, like all sorts of music. I get like a lot of the like 70s 60s like Beatles, like that like classic rock kind of stuff from my mom, and then my dad is like Irish folk music and folk music in general. And then my grandpa is a jazz musician. He plays jazz guitar and piano, and
Oh wow.
I'd always hear him play. And um I would sing as a kid, like just like singing in the car or like whatever. And then I started becoming an actor, and my mom was like, hey, like you should probably develop like the triple threat. Like you gotta dance, you gotta act, you gotta sing. And I was like, okay. And I already liked music. And then I started taking piano lessons at like 9. And I hated it so much because they were like, oh, you have to learn like Beethoven. And I was like, okay. I mean, I guess, sure. And then eventually my piano teacher was like, you don't seem interested in this. I was like, I told you that. And she was like, do you want to learn jazz? And I was like, yes. And then I picked up a guitar at 12 and was like, this seems cool. And I did that for a little bit. So I guess that's the long-winded story of how I got into music.
Do you remember the first artist or album that you listened to that maybe your parents didn't show you, that you said like, oh, this is for me? Like for me, I remember my parents would always play like movie soundtracks for me and my brothers of the movies that we liked.
Mm-hmm.
And on one of the soundtracks, it was for the Scooby Doo soundtrack, and there was a Simple Plan song on there.
Oh shit.
And I was the only one out of like everybody in my house who
Yeah.
like really liked it. And I was like, oh, this, and then that, branched me off into the music that I started to like. What was that
I'm
artist for
trying to
you?
think. I think the first artist that I like listened to on my own volition was probably Green Day.
Nice.
Cause like I know that like I think that my mom had like, I mean, she like known Green Day, and like, but whenever like Good Riddance would come on the radio, I'd be like, I really like this song like a lot. And then I started like discovering their stuff like outside, like actually like listening to their albums and stuff, and I was like, these guys are really good. Um and it's actually kind of what brought Double Suede together, because Patrick, our drummer, had like I don't know if he wants me to out him like this, but he had a pair of like Green Day Converse in like 7th grade. Um and I was like, oh, you like
It's
Green Day?
public
I like Green
now.
Day. What?
It's public now.
It's public information now at this point. He'll probably kill me later. It's fine. But yeah, and he was like, I was like, oh, you like Green Day? I like Green Day. And then the first song we played together, like as a band when we started the group, was like, oh, well, we don't know how to play anything. And I think we played Brain Stew because it's the easiest song. So whenever that comes on the radio, I'm like, hey guys, remember when we played that badly when we were like 14? Yeah, no, Green Day was like, that was like big for me. Um, Definitely got me through some hard times.
Oh, okay, cool. Are you still like, do you listen to the new stuff?
No, there's a I think after like even listening to 21st Century Breakdown, I was like, this is a little bit more theatrical than I'd like. And I like musicals. I'm into musicals, and I was like, this is a different genre. Like this is not what I want from them. So I kind of fell off the horse on that. But I like their old stuff. So
The classics.
yeah. I have Dookie on vinyl, I think. Yeah, it's. I
That's the
feel like
best
that's
one.
like the stupidest thing I can say. I have Dookie on vinyl, but like I do.
Hey, you know who loved Dookie? James Gandolfini.
Really? King.
He's a big Dookie fan.
Absolute king.
So if anybody ever teases you for liking Dookie, just tell him Tony Soprano sent you.